G'day viewers, welcome back to the channel. Have I got something special for you today? Behind me, one beautiful HT Monaro. I've been chasing this car for a while and I finally caught up with the owner and we have got an interview for you today. My job's easy today, Adam and Adam. Adam the owner and Adam from Speed and Spirit, which you all know, who will be jumping in front of the camera for me today and doing all the talking. Saying all that, let's jump straight into it.
Alright guys, I'm here today with Adam and his beautiful 1969 HT Monaro, GTS Monaro, a real one. Anyway, let's have a chat with Adam and he can tell us a bit more about the car. G'day Adam, how are you?
Adam, how are you?
Yeah, Adam and Adam, how's that? You wouldn't pick
Awesome.
It. Beautiful car you've got here, mate. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the car. So how did you become of getting the car? How did you obtain it?
Yeah, well, me and a good friend of mine actually went up to Griffith in New South Wales and sourced the car.
Yep.
A guy was selling it up there.
Yeah, to find something like this, you know yourself, you've got to travel. So,
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's not too far, New South.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. So we had a good look at the car. It was just a body shell with
Right.
different parts and stuff. It had just got into a panel shop.
Yep.
Was in primer.
Yep.
And we had a good look at the car and we knew what we wanted to do with it.
Yep.
And basically we negotiated a sale.
Yep.
And we picked it up around COVID time, like a week before COVID.
Beautiful. It would have given you plenty of time to start working on it
That's
anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got it back to Melbourne and proceeded to get it to the blasters.
Yep.
And found that there was a lot of damage in the quarters, where the usual thing is with all these Monaros.
Right.
Around the back quarters and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep, as they do. Yep.
But other than that, the car was very, very solid. You know, the
A good
pans,
solid base to start with.
Everything else was really, really good.
Yep.
And from there, after the blasters, it went to an awesome place, Troy and Ben from Eliminator Rod and Custom.
Yep.
They built the car from scratch right the way through.
Yep.
And did a magnificent job. So
yeah, look, credit to it, mate. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, we've got a little bit of sunlight shining on those panels now, and the metallic and the paint job in it is absolutely pristine.
Yeah.
So it is an incredible build. Now, what have we got powering it, mate? Obviously it's a V8. So what have we got under there?
Yeah, power-wise, we've got a custom-built 400 Chev by Con from
400, nice, beautiful.
Con from Pro Race Engines built it, so
yep.
Only use really top-end parts. It's got an air gap Edelbrock manifold,
nice.
An APD,
yep.
carby,
yep,
and all the good go gear.
Yeah.
In there.
Do you know what CFM the carb is? What size?
It's 750.
Nice and big, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got AFR heads and things like that. So.
Well, when I heard it drive out, it's certainly healthy. So it's been put together right. Okay, so the guys put it together for you. What was the time frame on that? Did it take many years to do?
Yeah, it took approximately around 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
Yeah, so basically they did the body works, went on to doing any fabrication, anything needed. The tubs got done, and basically from start to finish, it basically stayed with Eliminator.
Yep.
They did all those works. Paint-wise, it went up to Stylerod.
Stylerod, yeah.
Stylerod panels painted it, and they did an absolutely awesome job.
Beautiful.
And basically it all got put back together by Eliminator, and yeah, we've got what we've got here today.
Yeah, awesome. Now let's talk about the trim a little bit. That beautiful red trim.
Yeah.
You've obviously had it all redone.
Yeah, basically I had a full black trim for the car.
Yep.
And me and my wife went to Motorex.
I'm glad it didn't work out, mate. I love the red. It looks gorgeous with the silver.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I went to Motorex with my wife and she said, why aren't you putting red interior in this car?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that all had to be sent back to Winners in Adelaide.
Yep.
And while I was at it, I said, I don't want the HT red, I want the Goya red out of a HK.
Yep.
So they did the seats in Goya red to suit a HT, and that's what we've got in there today.
Beautiful. So most of the people looking at the car would look inside that car and think it's a manual. Obviously, because you've got the Quicksilver knob on there, it looks like a manual, but it's actually not. It's, as you said before,
yep.
it's the Turbo 350. So tell us a little bit about what happened there.
Yeah, what happened there was, you know, we decided to go down the automatic path.
Yep.
And we sourced the shifter what suited us, a nice short shifter.
It is nice and short, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and basically we put a boot around it just to make it look nice and everything like that. The chrome mould what comes with it to show you what gear you're in and this, that and the other.
Yep.
Doesn't quite suit. It looks a bit old, really, really old and bulky and stuff. So we come up with a way that we can finish it off to make it look nice and presentable and custom and stuff.
Yeah, well, it certainly does. I mean, as I said to you, for anyone that would to walk up to the window and look in there, they wouldn't be none of the wiser.
No, exactly. We went for a short throw quicksilver shifter.
Yep.
And it's got a boot around it and everything like that, so it does look like a manual, but yeah, the boys have finished it off really, really well. And yeah, we've got a digital reader there, which basically for engineering you need. Yes. Rather than the big clunky chrome model what comes with the actual shifter, it doesn't look right. So. Yeah, well look, as I said to you earlier, until you mentioned it, I didn't even, it looks so part of the car, I didn't even really notice that side of it. Yeah. So also now, you've got quite a healthy 400 in there, mate. You're going to need something to stop that. I've noticed there's some shiny red Wilwood calipers you've got there. Also, you've got cross-drilled rotors there as well. Yeah, exactly. It's a full rod shop IFS front end. Yes. And it comes with a 4-pot Wilwood brakes. Quality gear out of the rod shop, great stuff, yeah. And yeah, basically we've got them all around, which helps with stopping this car if you're going at a decent rate. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Certainly got the stopping power that all that power would make. Now the wheels, what are the wheels? What are we looking at there? Yeah, the wheels are custom made by Show Wheels. It's a company in Melbourne. Yep. So basically you just give
custom made. Custom made.
Beautiful. Yeah, they're a 2-piece wheel. Yep. And basically they'll make them to whatever size or geometry. I can see there on the rear one you've got quite a healthy dish, which in a 2-door you've got to fill them up. It looks fantastic. You've got to do that. So yeah, absolutely. The car's been mini tubs, so we've got a set of 20x10s on the rear. Yep. And they're 20x10s. That is a big wheel. Yeah. They're a big wheel. We've got 18x8s on the front to assist with being able to steer it properly. Absolutely. Yep. Okay, we're at the front of the end of the car now, Adam. You've told us about this healthy small block you've got there, and we can also see now what it's sitting in, mate. That is a beautifully looking engine bay. The quality of the fit and finish on that engine bay is as good as the rest of the car, mate. Tell us a little bit more how that come about. Yeah, it come about from the boys at Eliminator. They basically said, look, the best thing to do with this car is to go all the way with everything. And that you've certainly done that, mate. It's incredible. Yeah, basically the battery was removed, as you saw before. Yep. It's in the boot. Yep. All the panels were made to look all natural and smoothed out, and all the holes and everything were filled up and welded up, and that's what we've got today. Beautiful. A lot of time goes into doing that. It's a very tedious task. Now, I did mention also you've got the Wilwoods on there. You've got, I can see the Wilwood Master. It goes quite along nice with the billet bonnet hinges. Yeah, it all fits in nice. You know, as you say, the finish inside the engine bay is as good as the absolutely. Car, it's a testament to the car. It really is. Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do with these sort of builds. You can't go halfway with anything. You basically got to keep going and finish them all off. All the way or no way, and you've done it, mate. It's incredible. So also you've got the big aluminium radiator there. Obviously, race radiators are responsible for that. Yeah, exactly. They build an awesome radiator. You know, I've been out in a bit of traffic here and there, and she never gets warm or heats up. Or they're big old girls like this, mate. You got to keep them cool. Exactly. Yeah. So that's an awesome product again. Yep. Excellent. So power steering, obviously. Yeah, power steering. It all comes with the front end from Rod Shop. So basically, you buy a whole kit. The complete package. It's a complete package. Bolted in. They do such a good job. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, now I can see there, mate, that's not a standard tank. Is that something you've had made, or you bought it like that? It's actually fabricated from United Speed. They make custom fabricated, right? Yeah, custom tanks for this model and a couple other models, which basically just bolt straight in the same spots. Who was the company that built it? United Speed. United Speed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they make really good custom products. So. Beautiful. Yeah. You got all the aeromotive fittings on there. It's all plumbed quite nicely, I can see. Yeah, it all comes with that sort of thing. The lines. Like the lines throughout the car basically were all custom made by Eliminator Rod and Custom. They did the brake lines, the fuel lines, everything. The whole lot. They've had a big part in the build, absolutely. Massive part in that. Yeah. Well, it certainly looks the part, mate. I mean, custom tank, obviously it's been built to fit the car, and it certainly does that job really well. That fits beautifully. Yeah, it's awesome, yeah. Very happy. All right, excellent. Well, that's going to conclude this little episode we've done for you today, Adam. Really appreciate you bringing it out and sharing it with us and, of course, the viewers. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few out there that'll think this is a pretty nice ride, including myself. So, Adam, thank you very much, mate. Thanks, Adam. It's been an absolute pleasure. Adam to Adam, there we go again. Yep. All right, guys, there we go. We'll conclude that episode. Big shout out to Adam for bringing out this car, this incredible 69 HT Monaro. What an absolute gem of a
car this is. All right, so that'll do it. Make sure you check out Speed and Spirit, and of course Grant at Road Rage Media. Thanks guys, cheers, we out.
Thanks guys.
Grant from Road Rage. I just want to thank everyone for today. Adam, beautiful HT, Chevelle once again. Adam once again in front of the camera. Top job, mate. And Michelle again, thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, Grant.